All right. Sorry about that. I think we don't have any sound coming out from out there. I'm trying to figure out why I don't have sound, but it is what it is. I hear myself. So yes, it is a busy street. That's my one regret buying this house. It's basically on the main road. Let's see. I gotta get this iris down. There we go. Is that better? A little bit. So at the very top, right by the way that hook's hanging down, I'll have to make some adjustments here, but I need an internet cable running out there. The very top, there's a little fiber line. Tiny. It's attached to one of the top wires, and when that breaks, Livestream ends. So let me see if I can get the iris a little bit better. I'll be right back. check 1, 2. I'll turn the volume up a little bit. These guys are just pounding away at that. Let's see. Test, check 1, 2, okay. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2, test. Test, check 1, 2, check. Test 1, 2, check 1, 2, check. Test, check 1, 2. Can you hear me now? Is that better? Way better? Okay. I'm gonna head outside now. See if you can still hear me. Lost me now. Is this any better? I'll stand back here. Yeah, I can hear. Testing 1, 2. Wish they could just cut that wire. Now it's like 2 feet. It comes and goes. I've got a little bit of a filter turned on, but that's what I call the pole picker. That truck right there, it's got little claws on the ends. It can reach out and grab that telephone pole and just rip it out of the ground. They're attaching a block and tackle to the pole itself, which may be a problem because they're attaching it fairly low, broken in the middle. There's just no play at all in my line, my fiber line. It's so tight. If they drop that top line and let it swing a little bit, even if it drops like a foot or so, it's going to snap the fiber. Pieces are falling off the telephone pole. Grab with your teeth. He's using the pincer to wrap around the top of the pole to keep it from flipping. Now he's grabbing it so that the top of the pole is protected so it can't fall. Now they attach a chain to the bottom. See if they're able to rip the whole thing out of the ground or if it just breaks. I'm so nervous. That pole is shaking like crazy. Hey, advertisement for Pepsi. Here we come. Pepsi, fun fact, developed here in North Carolina. They need to bring another truck in to hold those lines up because there's such a long distance between this pole and the poles next to it that if it just drops and it just sags to the ground, it will fall like 5 feet. Sorry, I'll turn my volume down. That way there will be no echo. So the guy on the back side of the pole, ooh, nice throw. Did you see that? That was really good. The guy on the back side of the pole wearing the blue shirt, his head is almost hitting the fiber line that stretches across the road diagonally from this pole to the pole. Way over there in the background, you can barely see it. It's sort of underneath the boom of the truck in that second little sort of narrow, tall tree. The fiber line goes there, and it connects to the lines. They're just ripping the pole apart. It's just tearing pieces off. So they're attaching the lines to the bucket. Oh no. Oh no. They're tying the top 3 communication lines together, and that's where my fiber line is, which means the top one's going to drop. There is not much give. These lines can't take tension like that. We changed it. Now he's just tying the bottom one using an overhand granny knot. I'm just kidding. One line. Looks like he used a half hitch to tie on the bottom. Now he's tying the second line. He needs to hold the top line up, is the thing. The guy on the bottom is using a sawzall, cutting lines. I think the copper ground, he's cutting the copper ground off the pole, which was already ripped off quite a ways. I guess the copper goes in the recycling bin, because that's worth money. You can see this is a huge lizard running towards me. Now it's running away. I moved. So. Okay, now they're in the top line. They need to keep that top line tight so it does not drop at all. He's tied right next to the fiber connection, like 2 inches away from it. I'm so nervous. I'm so very nervous. Oh. When they do just to the top line, I might lose internet. Oh, it's pulling that top line. Oh, man. Now they have all the weight of all the lines resting on that top cable. So they've anchored all the other lines to that top cable. Oh. They've got the new telephone pole ready to install. It's laid out on the ground. They're giving hand signals to the operator to tell him how to tilt the arm perfectly. The pole in the right spot. Tighten the cinch on the chain. The pole is leaning already. It's leaning more so now as he grabs it. This luckily is putting some slack in my fiber line, which is good. This guy on the right in the fluorescent shirt, he's going to attach the cable to his bucket. And so his truck's going to be holding the weight of all the cables. So hopefully it does not fall at all. And once it's pulled up and tensioned, which it is right now, they're going to undo the top cable, which it's doing right now. This is the moment of truth. Got a phone call. You guys are going to hear half of it. Only my side. Oh, it dropped. Dropped it. I think we're good. Hello. This is Ray. Yeah. Oh, nice. Nice. I will take a look at it. All right. Thank you, Mandy. We'll see you. Bye. Okay, they just ripped the pole out of the ground. So far, we still have internet, I think. Yep, there goes. There's the pole. It was snapped right there. It was just hanging there. The pole went into retirement. Now it's trying to undo a bolt, but it's spinning on the other side. This guy's pretty good with that tool. Attaching a crescent wrench while leaning over a bucket 20 feet in the air. You can't lower that bucket at all because it's holding the telephone lines up. Oh, easy there, Turbo, easy there. The no-see-em bugs are all over. They're getting me. To get underneath my fiber line. You might lay it down on the sidewalk. The funny thing is most of these lines on that pole are no longer in use. These are old lines that are not being used anymore, like the line to my house. But there are about 7 different companies that have lines on this pole. There we go. You guys are good. I was nervous, but they're doing a good job. Is he going to let it go? It's just going to swing? Well, this could be good. It might hit the truck. Oh, there it goes, there it goes. Oh, it's perfectly balanced. Good work. Another phone call, hang on. Scott. You're doing well. Just the pole. Just the pole. That's where I'm right now. I am. They're not hearing you, but they're hearing me. Okay. Yeah. Oh, what's he doing? Wow. I'll look at it. All right. Thank you. The throne is mine. Appreciate it. And bye. Okay. So now they're going to rip the part out of the ground, which is pretty loose already, so it should come right out. There's a big hole. Oh. Fiber is making me super nervous. Once they Eric, I'm trusting you, man. You know how long it took to get the fiber in. They just hit my line. Oh, just a tight. That fiber line is right now. Oh, DA was disbarred. What? They just fiber connection to the guy who's lowering the line. I'm breaking up. The DA from the arrest trial was disbarred. That's from Michelle Mixed Media Madness. Morrissey. That Michelle Mixed Media Madness, where did you get that from? I got that from Michelle Mixed Media Madness. Where did you see that? I've heard it's a rumor. Amber's gonna dig it. Okay, it might not be verified yet. It might be a rumor, so we're gonna dig that. I apologize. It might be a rumor. Runkle said it's not true last night. That would be, I mean, that's pretty extreme, but it's a possibility. And that would also be fast, I think. They just pulled the copper grounding rod out of the ground next to the telephone pole. EDB is doing something at the top of the hour. I can't tell you how stressed I am. This is, if that little tiny line snaps, and it's tiny. It's about the thickness of a pencil lead as far as, and that's including the sheath that goes around it. The actual fiber is like a human hair. But it's fiberglass. It can snap. It can't make a tight turn. And if that snaps, my internet is gone. I think they're just going to use the same hole. Don't think they're going to auger it. This is going to be harder to get the pull up because they have to go around and over some cables. It's going to be challenging. They have to go past my fiber line with a tall pole. It was easier with the piece that was broken, but I was using a grinder out there. Okay, I'm going to step inside just for a minute. I'm going to lose audio for a second. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm so stinking nervous. Kill that mic and turn this one on instead. You can hear me a little better. All right, I'm back inside. Mostly it's hot as blazes outside. I mean, props to these guys. I know they earn great money, but it's still hard work working out there in the sun. Why is that on my screen full screen? I need pop-out chat. Let's go here. All right. Oh, Bug Dugger. All right, in through your nose, 1, 2, 3, 4, out through your mouth, 1, 2, 3, 4, repeat. Deep breaths, is that what you're saying? Deep breaths. I will try to do that here. Now you can hear me. I can't hear myself. Now I hear myself. Oh, there we go. That's much better. So you see 3 trucks here. There are 2 more trucks along the side of my house and a couple of those small utility white trucks. I don't know why they have so many trucks because there's no way to get more than 3 trucks around this. Well, maybe they could get a 4th one in. Now I really want audio out there. How to do audio. Oh, I could use a GoPro. Let me grab a GoPro and see if I can put it out there really quickly. Here's a GoPro. Now I just need some cables. Okay, give me a second. I'll see if I can get some cables going. Can someone get me an extension cord? Looking for a power cord. Okay, so now we have loud audio. That is broken, so we're going to fix that. We'll turn it off for a second. We'll get it fixed. We also have sort of another camera angle, which is this one. Oops. Where's 8? Why is it showing 8? Why is it showing that? My switcher is now doing things it's not supposed to do. Sorry. There we go. Let's try that. There's our other camera angle. 1 and 2. This one's a little lower to the ground, but see if we get some better audio. Still not the best audio. I'm here. I'm just goofing off. Seems weird to have no telephone pole in my yard, though. That is, they're about to put the new pole up. I'll buy them each a cookie if they don't break my lines. It's really choppy out there, but so he has to thread this pole over and under. What does camera 8 look like? Oh, it looks terrible. I'll explain why the audio is choppy. Oh. So he's going over that line. He has to thread it through underneath my fiber line. So he's going over the old telephone line to the house. Oh man. I'm not optimistic. Like directly above me, see, like way up here, like between the tree and the corner of there's a little tiny line you can barely see. Every time that line goes really tight and looks like it's guitar string, I get nervous. Let me get this audio a little better. That didn't get a ton better, did it? I am... So they've gone over the lines. Now they're going to try to pick the pole up and not hit the line. Sliding the pole over so the top doesn't clip my fiber line and the telephone line, which is much lower. It hit the telephone line first. Personally, I wouldn't mind if they just cut the whole line on the phone line, because we don't use that. Oh man, this guy's just single-handedly, he's manhandling the thing. He's hanging on one end, steering it around, trying to get it on the other side of that phone line. Oh, just missed. Just missed. Well, guess that's what they were going for. Oh man, it's swinging so close to my other line. Oh. Plant the bottom. Plant it. Plant it. Pincers just missed the grab. Got to open them again. Grab. Got it. Okay. Whew. Now it's not going to swing anymore. Now we just have to worry about the boom. They are just planting it right in the same hole. which is great because then the next truck that comes by can just hit it. We'll all be good. It just drops right down there in the... Just eyeballing it. It's like, yeah, it's pretty straight. That's good. Let's see, weather watch. Just saw your comment. This is 10 times better than jury instructions. I hydrated. I just drank a bottle of water. In honor of the 3 guys, well, I'd say 3, but there are like 7 guys out there somewhere. We've got flaggers on 3 streets. To the right, to the left, and down the other way. I think there's a supervisor who's sitting in an air-conditioned truck. I think he's doing paperwork. Detective Vids. What'd you say? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, the new pole is in the hole. Now we just need to anchor the bottom. Maybe tap a little sand in there. We're not going to start. Another farm truck slips by. We're not going to start closing arguments until 12:45. And another farm truck. That's what they haul like soybeans and stuff in. And they harvest corn, soybean. I'm not sure if corn goes in there, because they mostly do silage around here. This is the obligatory admire your work moment. Judge said 12:30. That's Bob. He's checking for plum. Doing a good job. See if he's got some sand or something to dump down in there. I left all my my long Ethernet cables at a venue that I'll be doing something at in a little while. And I needed those to be able to control the camera from inside here in my studio. So I could have it out there and control it from in here. So the controller is out there next to the camera, so I can't make any adjustments right now. Bob is still checking for plum. Cab, I do know who hit the pole. He's the guy who called the police and said, hey, I hit the pole. It's a lawn care company. It's a subcontractor for a large lawn care company driving the main contractor's truck. But he said he didn't want any of the costs to go to the main contractor. He was going to pay for it himself. So. Lily Wayne, we're almost there. As soon as we can get the wires reattached to the pole so they're not going to be just flopping around, and get that big boom away from my fiber line, because it's nearly touching the fiber line right now, I'll be happy. This has got to be like a multi-$1,000 job, though, changing out a pole. Does anyone know the cost? Stephen, currently I'm in a state of denial. This pole, this is like the 4th time it's been hit that we've seen. Yeah, no power, just communications, but it's all these, their phone company lines, there's cable TV lines. Interestingly enough, the fiber lines run on the power line. The fiber runs on power poles, and then it just crosses over and hops over this one, makes a connection. It actually attaches to one of the communication lines and then comes across. Per home guide, a few thousand. I'm pretty sure we don't do anything on the cheap end here. Because I've seen my phone, my electric bill. There's so many wires. What we need, I wouldn't say need because it would be terrible, but if a very large hurricane were to come through and just demolish just the utilities and leave everyone's houses and everything else fine, a complete redo would be good. We will be starting a new feed when you go back to court. Let me check and see. Super source. So we're not in court yet. We're waiting. I don't know if there's a stripe on the road. I don't think there is in the intersection. It would be elsewhere if there was. Truck's going to put the other piece of the power pole away. I wish we had them underground. That stop sign is my new stop sign, by the way. That got hit as well. They replaced that. Check out this shot. Here's my GoPro from underneath my part of my deck. It's funny that they're almost identical. I mean, like, that is unbelievable. These cameras are moved, as you can tell, and people are in the same spot. You couldn't do that on accident if you tried, but I did. Sorry, I'm making everyone dizzy. I just dropped the camera on the ground, pointed at the pole, and it's what's he got in the bucket? Is that sand? I think he has sand in the bucket. Beer, says Melboy. It's beer. It's a big bucket. I call that a keg. I think he's going to try to tip it over and pour it into the hole around the telephone pole. Sort of solidify everything. Blinker fluid. Sorry, I should be putting these funny comments on the screen. 7,000 Canadian. That's a little spendy. I guess I sort of need to prepare for our next live stream. The closing arguments, which will be, I believe it's going to be part 12 of the Ashley Benefit trial. So let me build that for you guys. start at, I think we're starting at 12:45. Is it 12:45? Is it powdered concrete, dry concrete, and then they just add water and it solidifies? The bush on the right side does bloom in huge pink blossoms that cover the whole thing, and they last for about a day, and then they're gone. But once a year, it's beautiful. Once a year. 12:30. Okay. Do a 12:30 start. Okay. If you want to be first in chat, I'm just saying right now, if you want to be first in chat, it is not up yet, but I'm about to click the save button, and when I do, well, first I need to download the latest picture. Download, compress, on page 3. Okay, so I'm loading on the latest picture, and as soon as I'm done, which will actually be like a moment before you hear it, because it's about a 2-second delay between when I say it and when you hear it. As soon as that happens, you'll be able to be first in chat and win. You just have to click the refresh button about 1 billion times. And then just be prepared to be the very first person to say something in chat. All right, so countdown: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. It's building it, and it's up. And Adam Nusky for the win. Well, I think it's Adam. Let me just check. Yes, it was Adam. Wow, that was a lot. That was probably the most in the first second we've ever had. Watch closely here. I'm actually recording this locally. I know YouTube records as well, but I'm recording because if this breaks, I want to be able to show my internet provider. Do I have a level? Yes, I'm going to go out there with a level afterwards, and we'll see. Because it looks a bit off. Looks like Bob just eyeballed it and said, yeah, it's good. He just drilled a hole clean through that, I think that was like a 3/4 inch or 1 inch hole. That was a massive bolt through there. Dizzy Grenade, I'm with you. It's leaning forward and a little to the right. But then my deck is not entirely level either. My tripod, because it's a PTZ camera, it does not have a leveling system. So it doesn't have like a ball head or anything. That audio were a little clearer. I'm not sure why it's skipping like that. There are a couple little updates in the Sarah Boone trial. We've got court minutes for the appearance with prison break investigations. It's not a huge update, but we do have an order setting the hearing, which says that the hearing is scheduled for August 5th. Scheduling deadline regarding production of state's exhibits and defendant's exhibits. Scheduling conference for defendant to view all of state's exhibits in courtroom 12A. Scheduling a deadline for receiving defendant's objection to state's exhibits. Scheduling a conference for the state to view all of defendant's exhibits. Scheduling deadline for receiving state's objections to defense exhibits, and scheduling deadline for regarding production of state's witness list and defendant's witness list. Scheduling a deadline for receiving defendant's objection to state's witness list. Deadline for the state's objection to the defense witness list. These are all standard. Defendant's temporary motion for reservation of proposed cost to acquire investigator. Let's see, a couple proposed cost motions. Do you hear the wind? That's my wind chime. That wind chime was a gift to my wife from Diet Coke Mama. I'm not sure if the neighbors like the chimes because they hear it more than I do, but it is beautiful. We only hear it when we're outside. I don't know how high they're going. This is a tough job. The guy on the bottom, he's got to throw these things straight up so they can be caught. And he missed. Oh, and he hit the pole on the way down. That was a bad throw. He's got to throw them straight up, and then if they miss, that comes down on his head. So he's got the big wide-brimmed hard hat for a reason. There was one point when I wanted to have the camera set up permanently on this corner, because when the cops fly down the street, they do it at like 95 miles an hour. I swear I've seen one go over 100 miles an hour down in front of my house. And it's not entirely residential. It is a through street, but it's just too fast. He's throwing bolts. These are the attachments that go through the pole right here. They pass all the way through, attach on the other side, and then they screw there's like a cable clamp that holds the wire in at that height on the pole on the other side. Dizzy Grenade says, I'm so heavily invested in this, I got snacks. This is actually, this is just the nerd in me, guys. If I was not doing anything else today, I'd be sitting on the porch watching this happen. Oh, careful. This is the one with my line attached to it. Note to self, upgraded membership to jury. Note to self, thank you very much. You just wanted that soft, cushy seat. Hope you enjoy it, and the view is fantastic. Sarah Boone has filed a motion for standby counsel. I was just looking at that. Was that what? Oh, that little truck that drove by, that was the front of a school bus. The farmers around here, they use old school buses, and they chop them down and make them farm trucks. So the front of a school bus is a farm truck. gear I was using. I was using wireless mics. They don't work very well through a house that has plaster and lathe. It's basically a Faraday cage in here. Plug in mic 2. Super source. Swap 1 and 3. Here we go. Now we have the court in the bottom right hand corner, so you'll see if there's any motion in the court. It's a hammer drill. Currently, all the lines, it's sort of confusing because I'm looking up through the, they just flashed the exit sign, so maybe we've got, that was a 10-minute warning, I think. We're looking at both the lines on this side and the lines on the far side, because there are power lines on the other side as well that just stretch beyond. But the thick lines about at head level are the highest ones on this pole. The light colored lines just a little bit above their head level are actually high voltage power lines. I'm not sure how high voltage, but power lines that go on the other side of the street. To make this work, I'm using two video transmitters and receivers, wireless transmitters. That way I don't have cables run outside. And that's why it's a little bit choppy on the audio, because my house is a Faraday cage. It literally has mesh in the walls, metal mesh, that makes signals not go through it very well. Flower Cottage, I am so close to finishing the bathroom. I need to borrow my friend, my contractor friend, has a finish nailer, and I need to put the floor molding in around the floor. But everything else is done. It's functional. It's beautiful. It works great. It's all the pipes are brand new. The water lines are brand new shower, new toilet, new sink, and I also need to hang the mirror. I haven't hung the mirror yet. And then I have to put the bidet in. Yes, the bidet is next. We might go ahead with the bidet probably right after our trip. I can keep this going. I think I might turn the sound off because it's clipping so badly. See, you didn't know what you were listening to until this. There's a bidet delay. Yes, yes, bidet. We're going with the bidet. I've never ever in my life used one. Never had one installed in my house. But everyone swears by them. Everyone who's tried it said, "Why didn't we do this earlier?" So I will share a pic. We'll do I won't say we'll do a full tour, but I'll share some pictures. Let's see. Let me swap 1 and 3 again. I don't have the counter anymore. We're up to 222 objections. I don't have the counter going anymore. There may be a couple more objections, but 222 is a good number to stop on. We're covering the closing arguments as well of Ashley Benefield. They have not started yet. Jessica, the closing arguments have not started. We went through all jury instructions. I can show you that. Let's see. They have not started. This is live. We're just looking at the wall. They'll be starting in just a few minutes. As a matter of fact, people are just now coming in. I think they just opened up the courtroom for everyone to come in. Let me see if I can see what I can do for the power pole picture here. We have a call. Hang on. What's Thal? Hang on. This is going to be good.
Call from
Thal.
Hey, Thal. How's it going?
Good morning, people. How are you doing, sir?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Just woke up. Took my shot of 5-hour energy, which will eventually kill me and cause a heart attack. But hey, we're here for debate.
As long as you know where you're at.
That's true. I'm going guilty.
Really?
Going straight. Yep, straight guilty. I think she set up. I think this is what happened. She knew she got herself in a situation. I don't know the reasons beforehand. Don't care.
Yeah.
The thing is that what happened is that I think what happened is she said, "Oh God, I got a kid with a psychopath. What do I do?" And she looked for a permanent solution. She's been shown to be manipulative. She's been shown da 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 da. You know what I mean? All these things I could list. But she hasn't shown to be psychopath. But she has shown tendencies to do it.
So are you saying she like goaded him into a situation where she could do this, or she just shot him and lied about everything?
Oh yeah. I think what happened is that she was playing her card all the way up to a point she couldn't stand him because all the niceties didn't work. And so she sent mom away to the park, because what mom's going to tell on you over this, especially with that kind of guy? Nobody. And then she sent mom away to the park, invited him over, and kind of just said to herself, let the pieces fall where they may, knowing fully well where they were going to fall.
Yep. We're going to switch to the other channel, so we have to stop and restart the live stream so we don't confuse everybody. I'm building the portal right now. We'll portal over to this. Here's my problem with that, Thal. Here's the issue I have with it. He shot a hole in the ceiling. He punched a hole through the wall. He struck the dog, possibly the cat. There's a history there where she can't fake that. That's what he admitted to.
Right, Scott. Scott, you're empowering my argument. You're making my argument more powerful.
She didn't make him do those things.
No, it's not what I'm saying. I never said that. I said she knew she was dealing with a psychopath because of those things, okay? And she set him up to resolve the situation to protect the child. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying she manipulated him into any of that. I'm saying she manipulated him into the end game is what she did.
All right. Thal, we have to kill this live stream and go back. I can keep talking to you off the air.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I'm not there. I'm not there. Okay, we got to end. We're going to restart the other one. We're going to portal over to the new stream, so just stay right here. Click the button when it tells you to, and we'll see you in just a minute. Thal, thanks for your call. Appreciate it.
Thanks, brother. Bye.
Bye. All right, we're going to transition in 3, 2, 1. It's just going to be a cold dropout. No music. Here we go.